Welcome to Box Office Maniacs, and I actually have a movie review for you guys tonight. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy that I'm actually bringing a movie review on a movie channel. It's kind of nuts, right? So we went to go see Fighting with My Family. And it seems like a kind of an odd film, I guess, for me to go see, for those who don't really know me that well. But my wife and I used to be massive, I'm like ultra massive WWF fans, back when it was still the WWF. And I don't remember how many years ago this was. We used to watch it, but we used to watch it religiously. For like 3 or 4 years, we watched it every Monday. We never missed it. Never missed a show. And this was back in the glory days of the WWF, when Stone Cold was on there, when Mankind was on there, and Kane and The Undertaker, and like all the big stars were on there. And it came here to St. Louis one time. It was a pay-per-view. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but we were actually on camera too. It zoomed up when The Rock came out. It says The Rock, and it zoomed up on our faces. We were in the audience. And that's when The Rock was just starting to become the superstar that he was. And it was incredible. I mean, we went to every show that came here to St. Louis. We were massive fans. So then we ended up just dropping out of it and didn't watch it for like another 20 years. And then starting last year, I think it was during the Royal Rumble, I think it was. Last year we started watching it again and started getting to know the storyline and getting to know all the characters. And now, once again, we're not as massive as the fans, I guess we used to be, because we used to buy all the action figures. We had like every action figure. But I still love it, and it's a great fun. It's great fun. And I love, the new incarnation of the WWE, but it will never, in my opinion, match the old WWF back in the day, or at least it hasn't yet. So when we actually just started watching it, the wrestler Paige, I guess it wasn't even a week or two after we started watching it, she came out and announced her retirement. She had a career-ending injury, and once she comes, I guess she must have been a heel. That's what they call them in the WWE, bad guys. There's the face, and then there's the heel. And I guess she came out, and I think people were booing her and whatever. And she starts telling them, it was her dream, her entire life to be in the WWE, and now it's over because of this injury she had. And then the whole audience was cheering her on, like they were saying that you deserve it. And and the thing about wrestling is the WWE fans are awesome. I mean, obviously we know it's sports entertainment. We know it's real, but it's also sports entertainment. So we know the storyline is a soap opera, and it's a soap opera that's usually, you can get pretty crazy. But the thing is that every fan of the WWE respects the wrestlers. We respect what they do. We respect what they put their bodies through. And even if they are heels, or even if they are, good guys, if they come out and make an announcement that that's it, the career's over, all the fans will just start cheering because they realize how much entertainment that this person has given us through the years. And the community is incredible. It's an amazing community of fans that support this wrestling. So all these years later now, they made a movie about Paige. I didn't know anything about her except for that one time I saw her come out, and I know she went over to SmackDown, and she's like a manager over there. She's still on wrestling, but she doesn't wrestle. And I usually don't watch SmackDown that much. I'm more of a Raw person. But I know she's still over there on SmackDown. So when they released this movie, and I saw the trailer for it, I'm like, yeah, I'm going. Because again, we are wrestling fans again, and this movie actually looked really good. It looked like sort of the Rocky of the wrestling films. And the actors in it are fantastic. Nick Frost, who's in this film, I've always been a big fan of his. He was in Shaun of the Dead. He was also in Hot Fuzz, and he's been in a bunch of comedies, and he is a great actor. And I think this performance he gave in this film is probably the best performance he has ever given in a movie. So basically this story is about somebody trying to get their dreams to come true, and the girl, Paige, in the film, her whole family was into wrestling. Nick Frost was like the head of the family, getting them all into wrestling, and they actually had a small wrestling show that they put on, I guess, every week or whatever it was. And of course, her and her brother were always into wrestling, and they were sending tapes off to the WWE trying to get somebody to recognize the wrestling talent. So finally, somebody from the WWE calls them and says, "Hey, I watched your tapes. I thought they were great. Why don't you come out here and rehearse for the wrestling?" So there they go. They're off to Florida, I believe is where they went. And that's what this movie's about. It's about Paige living out her dreams through the wrestling. And what they do so well in this movie is to show you that this is not a fake thing. And of course they mention it in the movie like this is fake. But no, these are ridiculously talented athletes that are doing this day after day after day and just brutalizing their body for your entertainment, for my entertainment, and because this is what they love to do. And even though that sounds crazy and it sounds insane, but that's the WWE. That's what they do. And they love it. And I love that they love it. And the thing about this film is it's super inspirational. It is a very inspirational film from beginning to end. And there's a lot of emotion going on here, and there's a lot of laughs going on here, and there's just a lot of behind the scenes showing you what somebody has to go through to become a wrestler in the WWE. And you just don't walk into Vince McMahon's office and say, "Hey Vince, I want to be a wrestler." He's like, "Okay, get in the ring." No, you have to go through a ridiculous amount of training, and the person who's training all these people is Vince Vaughn. And Vince Vaughn also does a spectacular job in this movie training these people. His acting in it is amazing. They could not have gotten a better actor to be the coach of all these wrestlers, because he is basically the behind the scenes guy. He's the guy who's going to make you famous, even though he will never be famous himself, because his job is to make you famous, not him famous. And he knows talent when he sees it. So he will line all these people up, and he might only choose the one out of the 20, saying, "You're going, the rest of you go home." And that's it. That's your one chance. That's what you get. And if you don't get it, usually you don't get another chance. So from beginning to end, I love this film. It is so good, and it's so funny, like I said, and Nick Frost, I think, is just incredible. And the girl who plays Paige in this film, I don't know what her name is. Her name is like Florence Perch. And she is somebody to watch out for, because I think she will eventually probably become Oscar quality actress, even though I don't think the Oscars will, nominate this film for anything. But you can tell that she is on her way to stardom. I mean, she gave an incredible performance in this film, as did everybody. And of course, The Rock is in this film, and you can't make a WWE without The Rock, because it's The Rock. And he's not in it a lot, but he basically tells the brother and the sister, this is what you have to do if you want to be a wrestler. All of his advice and everything in the film was great. This is also a fantastic film for people who want to become wrestlers, and they will be able to see kind of what they would have to go through to become them. So is this movie for wrestlers or for non-wrestlers or for somebody who's just interested in seeing a good movie? The answer to that is yes. It is for everybody. If you've never even turned on WWE, you know who The Rock is. You know what wrestling is. You know who Hulk Hogan is. You know all these characters. Hulk Hogan is not in this movie, by the way. Well, actually, they show him for a couple seconds as a clip from an old film. Is it as good as Rocky? No. It's very inspirational, like Rocky was. Here's an underdog trying to live out her dreams. So it's like Rocky because of that, but it's not that quality, really. But it's still a great, great film. Very inspirational, and anyone will like this movie. You don't have to be a wrestling fan. You never even have to have ever heard of Paige. You don't even have to know who Vince McMahon is. You know wrestling. I think 99.9% of the world has seen a wrestling match on the WWE at some point in their life. And even if you haven't, you will still love this movie. So overall, I am giving Fighting With My Family a 5 out of 5. I thoroughly enjoyed this film from beginning to end. There was no point in this film that I got bored. I was in it from beginning to end, and I loved the entire film. And not only is it about wrestling, it's about family too, about how important family is and how you stick together, and all that too. And it's just, I mean, there's nothing more I can say about it other than go see it. So there you go. There is a review finally for you guys from a movie, a real movie that's in the theaters right now. However, they just released this up against How to Train Your Dragon, so this will probably be out on DVD or 4K next week. Because you don't ever release any movie against a CG film that all the parents are going to drag their screaming kids to go to. Never. That is pretty much the death of your movie if you're trying to do that. But I think this will find a life out there on the DVD and 4K and Blu-ray and the Redbox. I think it'll become a big hit once people actually are able to see it and not going to see Train My Dragon. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. Become one of our maniacs on here. We love all of our maniacs. We love you even if you hate wrestling, if you've never seen wrestling, if you don't even know what wrestling is, I still love you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being part of the Box Office Maniacs, and I'll see you next time here on